fourth graders. So today you're going to get what's called a linoleum printing plate, and you're going to be carving a design inside. But first we have to plan our image. This is going to be used to print 4 times on the background of your paper that you're going to be putting your portraits on top of. So we just have to come up with a really fun design that has a repeating pattern. So shapes and lines that repeat. So first, write your name in our code. It doesn't matter what side, just write it on one side with a Sharpie. Then in your sketchbook, we are gonna plan out a design. So we're gonna plop it down, make sure it's even. It needs to be vertical, not horizontal, so portrait, and trace it. After you do that, then you are going to come up with a simple design that repeats. If you want to have circles in it, make sure they're big, because eventually we're going to draw that same design on here, and we're going to be using a sharp cutting tool that's a little bit hard to get circles. So it's easier to cut lines. So just think about that. You don't want anything too small, or too many curves will be a little bit hard to cut out as well. So you're going to have some worksheets to look at. You might think about when you did your Zentangles, a lot of those designs repeated. You can also just look at some line worksheets and see how you want to come up with your design. So I'm going to come up with a design, and maybe I'll do another one as well so you can get 2 different ideas. I came up with one design that had some curved lines. You could use a ruler if you want. I didn't, because I was just sketching out, and if I wanted to use a ruler, I could use it on the good linoleum. This one I decided is going to be more like, I liked more like a leaf kind of design. We're not trying to do any words or things that like anything real. We're just kind of doing a pattern based off some of the images we're looking at. Now, I like that this background I left empty, because I'll show you how I could possibly cut that out. So I'm going to choose the one that I like the best, and then I'm going to redraw it on the linoleum using my pencil. Now, you can't really erase with the pencil, but it's okay, because we're going to be cutting, and whatever we don't cut, it's not going to show up when we print. So I'm going to look at my drawing, and I'm just going to slowly try to replicate my sketch. And now I'm just going to keep going so I can keep repeating those leaf-like shapes. But you notice how they're nice and big, nothing is too small, where it's going to be really hard for me to cut out. And I don't have any like real circles. Once you're done getting your image on your linoleum, then you're going to take your Sharpie and you're going to outline everything that is in pencil. That is going to be everything that you are going to cut away. So here was one that I cut, and this way I know all the things that I'm going to cut. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. And then in this background, if I want to cut the back out, I don't have to color everything in. I could just kind of scribble in the back, and that will tell me that I'm going to be cutting that part out. And you'll see what I mean when I start cutting. Now I'm going to show you my other design. I'm going to do it on another piece, just so you can see how I would go over those lines.